Hi guys, I am Nicki DeLoach, and Sandy approached me about doing a little video for Peggy to send out as Wednesday night Bible class, or it's just something uplifting for the middle of the week. And so I decided I wanted to do one on a life of thankfulness. This is the daily devotional book that I use. It's called Jesus Calling. It's written by Sarah Young. It has an entry for every day of the year, and they're just short little couple paragraphs, and then it has some verses that go along with it. Well, the day Sandy asked me to do this was the day that the mayor announced that the stay-at-home order was going to be extended through May 15th. And I was feeling pretty discouraged on that day. I was feeling frustrated. I was feeling cooped up in my home. I just wanted to go back to my freedom and my life and my students at school and all these things. And then I read this Devo, and it was so timely and it was so fitting. And I thought maybe it could be encouraging to some of you guys as well. I'm going to read you what the devotional said, and then I'll read you some of the verses that they had with it. And then I'll talk about maybe how that's going to impact my life and your life. The devotional said, I am calling you to a life of thankfulness. I want all your moments to be punctuated with thanksgiving. The basis for your gratitude is my sovereignty. I am the creator and the controller of the universe. Heaven and earth are filled with my glorious presence. When you criticize or complain, you are acting as if you think you could run the world better than I do. From your limited human perspective, it may look as if I'm mismanaging things, but you don't know what I know or see what I see. If I pulled back the curtain to the heavenly realms, you would understand much more. However, I have designed you to live by faith, not by sight. I lovingly shield you from knowing the future or seeing into the spirit world. Acknowledge my sovereignty by giving thanks in all circumstances. 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, For we live by faith, not by sight. 1 Thessalonians 5:18 says, Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. This line from the devotional is the one that stood out to me the most. But you do not know what I know or see what I see. I relate it to how I am with my own children. Sometimes I say no about things, and they don't understand why. But the reason, I know things that they don't know, and so I tell them yes or no based on those reasons. And they don't always understand them because they don't have the knowledge or the experience that I have. And if that's how I am with my kids, think how that is so much more for God with us. He knows everything, what is to come in the future, what has happened in the past. He can see so much more than we can. So when things get confusing, when things get discouraging, we're only looking at just this little tiny portion of it. But God knows so much more, and His plan is so much better than what we can imagine. And so stopping to think about Him being in control and the plans that He has for us changes the way you think about how things are going in your life right then. At least it does for me. So what does this mean for me? What did I take away from this devotional? My focus is now on looking for the blessings, big ones and small ones. Whatever you're looking for, you're going to find it. If you are looking for things to complain about, you will find them. If you are looking for things that are discouraging, you will find them. But if you are looking for the blessings, you will find those. If you are looking for things to be thankful for, you'll find those too. So I'm trying to have gratitude for those blessings. I'm trying to think about an attitude of gratitude, and having that can change how you perceive your circumstances. When you are looking for and focusing on things that are blessings and that you're grateful for, your demeanor changes and your outlook changes and your thinking shifts from negative to positive. Even though the things around you might not be any different, your circumstances are still exactly the same. But how you feel about them is different. I'm also trying to focus on thankfulness in my prayers. I think we fall into the trap where we're just asking and asking, please, God, this, and please be with this person, and please, please, please. And while there's nothing wrong with asking God for things, I think it helps build your relationship with Him when you are thankful for what He's already done and for what He is doing now and for what He's going to do in the future. So that is a focus that I'm really trying to have in my life. Also, I'm trying to trust in His will and His timing. Because He sees more than me, because He knows more than me, I need to trust that He's going to work things out for the best. He knows exactly what He's doing. He knows how this is going to end and when it's going to end and what it's going to be like on the other side of it. And so I just need to trust it and let Him be in charge. He's in charge anyway, whether I like it or not. So it helps if I can get on board with that and I can just trust Him and know that He is going to work things out for good. So my hope for you is that you may find yourself living a life of thankfulness this week and always, even in these uncertain times when we don't know what's happening and we feel out of control. That's okay because God is in control, and so we can be thankful for the circumstances that we have.